I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. Gotta just let it flow. I'm ready and I wanna go. Think about what I need, think about what's in front of me. Gotta make up my mind to look ahead, not behind. I can feel it burning through, like I knew this charge in me was gonna do. Shaking up my bones, I wanna be the first one. Shaking up my bones to put me in a forward motion. I'm sliding on the drive of all the inspiration. I've been gliding on the air. I've been making high expectations. I've been taking them to their destinations. I'm riding on the wind to really make it happen. I am gliding on air. I gotta just let it flow. I'm ready and I wanna go. Think about what I need, think about what's in front of me. Gotta make up my mind to look ahead, not behind. I can feel it burning through, like I knew it would be. Na 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 I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. Gotta just let it flow. I'm ready and I wanna go. Think about what I need, think about what's in front of me. Gotta make up my mind to look ahead, not behind. I can feel it burning through. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion. I won't break any bones, focus on the motion.
Not me doing the ye old mic check 1 2. How you guys doing, huh? Welcome in. How is everybody doing? Are you guys having a lovely time? I hope that you guys are having a lovely time. Welcome in. So yeah, today we are sailing to finish Tormented Souls 2, and I believe we were actually really close last time to finishing that game. So, but I wanted to leave it for today, mostly because I thought that we didn't really have enough time last time, so now we definitely do. At least I think I do. But if anything happens, just don't explode. That be the case. But yeah, welcome in everybody. I am having a really nice day. I have a hot dog. Do you guys have a hot dog? Well, I do have a hot dog. Today is Hot Dog Friday. And that's basically an arbitrary designation of a day and a meal. But I hope that you guys are having a very lovely Hot Dog Friday. It doesn't even rhyme, but it doesn't really have to. You can do whatever you want. So here is me eating a hot dog in 3, 2, 1. That's actually pretty good. The bread is a little bit hard. Not in rock territory, but it's definitely getting there. But at least this hot dog is really good, At least what is inside is really good. Which I guess it really tells you a lot about society, eh? But yeah, welcome in everybody. I don't know if this thing, hold on, Nvidia broadcast is doing the right thing. Let me. There we go. Let me reactivate everything. You guys may hear a little bit of a hum. I'm not so sure why or where the hum actually is coming from. I'm not so sure where the hum is coming from. My guess is that it is coming from either my PC or somewhere else, but I really don't know where the hum is coming from. If I try to isolate the problem, it doesn't really work. So I don't know. I may have to reroute my cable so that the hum it's not audible. I mean, I guess I could try and listen to my stream like that, but as long as it's not too painful to hear, we're gonna be fine. I forgot about this remix of Pepsi Man. It has copyrights. There we go. But yeah, welcome in everybody. I am aware that Mother Miranda, that Mother Lucia is has to do with the end of the game. And at last stream, we actually had to fix some patching, that had to do with some bugs in the game. By that I don't mean that I had to make the patch myself. I only had to roll back the version of Tormented Souls 2 in just a matter that it actually caused us to lose a little bit of progress, but we didn't technically lose progress per se. It was progress that was done after the fact. So I did have to battle one boss twice, but it wasn't too bad actually. It was not of a big loss to say it somehow. But it is interesting that of all the games that this could have happened, it happened to Tormented Souls, to Tormented Souls 2. And for those of you who are not aware, there was a bug in the game. Well, I mean, there's still a bug in the game, in which in the school section, spoilers, I guess, the fuses that you would put to get the power going would disappear. Sometimes it would and sometimes it wouldn't, but sometimes it happens whenever you have the fuses in your inventory, or whenever you have them in your actually in the puzzle section. And I'm not so sure what causes that, but it causes them to disappear. And if you don't have any other routes to the basement or the upper floor, then you're essentially soft-locked. And I believe that only happens in version 1.3.2. But if you roll back to version 1.2, in the section when you go back to the church, there's a bug with an elevator that actually makes it impossible to continue because the elevator is supposed to work. But whenever you actually solve the puzzle of the elevator, of the cathedral, I believe it's the cathedral, it says this elevator has no power, but it should have power because it is. I mean, it has power. The only thing that's malfunctioning is a hydraulic problem. But once you solve that puzzle in the 1.2 version, you actually cannot continue, and unless you go back to a previous save and then roll back to version 1.3.1. Well, I mean, you're still rolling back. I guess rolling up? I don't know. You roll back up to version 1.3.2. That bug with the elevator, otherwise wouldn't be possible to fix. So that is my 2 cents that I can give you guys. If you guys are going through the game and then you go through the church section, well, I mean, not the church section, the school section, roll back to version 1.2.0 and That way you won't be suffering because of the fuses. The fuses won't disappear in that version. And once you actually like finish that section, before entering the cathedral again, roll back up to version 1.3.2 because there's a bug in the 1.2 version of the game in that section that makes it impossible for an elevator to actually like work. And I know I know that that's a mouthful, but you know, just keep that in mind. I'm not so sure what is causing that. I don't know why that is, but it is. So you better keep that in mind. Also, I gotta close MSI Afterburner so that MSI Afterburner, I gotta pronounce my consonants. There we go. Because I do be like that, unfortunately. But yeah. Well, now that that's sorted out, I do not believe there's another new version for the game currently. So no further updates for the foreseeable future. I hope that in the end they will, you know, release a new patch that actually fixes those bugs, because of all the bugs that are in that game, I have only experienced those two to be the only game-stopping ones, to call them somehow, eh? And there's other minor bugs, but nothing too bad. The only two minor bugs that I have experienced have been, you know, dying after actually getting hit by something that depletes your health, but you can still continue shooting for some reason. It gives you the illusion that you are not dead yet, so you know, it gives you a false sense of comfort, of confidence, of security, of being alive. And the other minor bug that I have experienced has been the one with the map. If you zoom in and zoom out and zoom in, and then you close the map, and then you try to zoom in, and then repeat, eventually the map will not zoom in anymore, and you have to zoom out in order for the map to actually like to reset. It will appear as it is not zoomed in, but it is zoomed in all the way, and it doesn't appear like so until you zoom out, and it actually snaps into place. It's a little bit funny. I'm not gonna say like, whoa, it's jarring, it's making me vomit. No, it's just a little bit funny, you know. It's a little bit annoying, I guess, depending on who you ask. But other than that, you know, it's not too bad of a thing. So that's my only 2 cents when it comes to the box of Tormented Souls 2. But other than that, the game is pretty nice, you know. And speaking about pretty nice games, you know, if we have enough time, I might even, you know, sail my way to start a new one. So, depending on if we have enough time, I guess I could start that game. If not, then I will just start it on, you know, for Sundays. Starting games on Sundays is really nice because I often, you know, tend to leave those days for longer games. Although I'm not so sure if that would be the case anymore, because I don't often have enough time. Well, I mean, as much time as I used to on Sundays for those longer games. But that's only, you know, natural. You know, schedules change, and you know, so does life. To put it into perspective, I guess. Let me check a little bit of my hot dog again. I was having a little bit of an ache in my left, not my right side of my jaw, and I'm not so sure why. I feel like one of my gums actually like inflamed. I know that I do have my wisdom teeth. And I have my wisdom teeth still. I didn't get them removed mostly because I didn't experience any pain. So I do wonder if that's something that, you know, lingers the more you live with your wisdom teeth. I often wonder why they call them wisdom teeth. You know, I guess it makes you. I guess it builds character. I'm not so sure, but you know, there might be a reason on why they call them wisdom teeth. But you know, who am I to judge? Let's get going with the game. I know that we're really close to finishing the game, so let's get going. And again, if we have enough time, we might even get that new game going. I'm gonna try to do something also new because, well, I mean, not so new, but I have figured out a way to actually make lossless scaling work with OBS. It didn't used to before, but now it does. It may have been an isolated case, but I don't know. We will see. I will try to play the new game that I'm gonna be trying to play with lossless scaling. Mostly because the game is fixed at 30 FPS. So you may say, yo, what's wrong with 30 FPS? Nothing really, but if I can play it smoother, then you know, the better. So that's the thing that I'm gonna try to do. But yeah, anyways, let me begin the game. Let me open the game so that we can actually play the game. I almost opened up the Judgment. I've been playing Judgment. It's a really nice game. If you guys haven't played Judgment before, you guys are missing out. So that's as much as I can tell. Because it is basically just a Yakuza game. So if you have not experienced Yakuza before, then you know you guys are missing out. So that's as much as I can tell you. You know, with my perspective of the series and everything. I started a 5-minute ad by accident. Jesus Christ, I didn't mean to do so. Well, actually, no. I did quite the opposite. I snoozed the ads by 5 minutes. Well, that's better, I guess. I don't know. I may have altered the flow of time and space then, but who knows. But anyways, let us begin again. We are really close to finishing up the game, so that's pretty good. I remember actually being here. Was I here before? Did I not save? Hi, Mary. How you doing? Welcome in. It appears that I didn't save. Yippee, yippee, yippee. Uh-oh. Did I not have... Ooh. I don't think I saved. I may have, yeah. La has liado, Sí, creo que sí, But yeah, welcome in, Mary. How you doing, Maria. That is not good. Well, actually, it's not too much of a loss. I'm gonna go on as is, you know. Mostly because we didn't technically lose a lot of progress. So I'm just gonna keep on going. This actually makes it possible for me to, you know, feel the stream a little bit better. Actually, did I? Ooh. Did I really not save? I remember that I did. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It just gives me more, you know, more content to fill in the stream. It's so hot. It's almost like 30 degrees Celsius. That is indeed pretty hot. It's just great going, just chillaxing before a shower. Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good. It is not too hot in here. Well, I mean, I guess it is around that same temperature, but you know, in our standards, that's, you know, that's just like base level. I mean, yeah, I could just try again. It is just a matter of me going here and going there. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it is also a matter of me just trying to remember exactly where I have to go. I think I need to go here. And yeah, as I said, it just gives me more content to fill in the stream. Because I don't want the stream to be too short. I don't want it to be too, you know, too underwhelming. So, I guess this is just me doing everything again. Yippee. I do wonder why I didn't like save. I do remember saving, but I do not remember why I didn't. Did I happen to save in a different like spot? No, it doesn't even let me choose anything else. School. Fascinating. That was a light. That was a light and a half. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was too much for us because yeah, I told you we got less than 20 degrees and now bam, 30 degrees. That is indeed a lot of degrees. That's a ton of degrees. Am I in the place that I should be? Yes. But you know, it means that you can. I mean, paradoxically, you can both be both. You know, the sippy sip. Look at the little baby. Well, the big baby. Yeah, you need those sippy sips in order to be hydrated. Which I guess it's, you know, the dichotomy. It's kind of like a paradox because whenever it's like really hot, you can be both hot and really fresh because you can wear like fresher clothing. You can stay in the shower for longer, and that actually makes you, you know, more fresh. So it is like a trade between both being like warm and then fresh. You can be both fresh and warm at the same time. Ain't that interesting, eh? It is one of those things that makes you be like, whoa. How does science work? Eh? There's gonna be an enemy over here coming my way. Actually, hello. I was gonna be like, if I can actually like manage to not encounter the enemy, I might just save my ammunition. But no, that's not how the world actually works. Computers, eh? How do they work? Now, speaking about computers, do you guys have sound? Let me see if you guys have sound, because last time you guys didn't have any kind of sound. Oh yeah, you guys have sound. Eh? There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's the computer right now. Eh? We have a sunflower. We have Cupid or Aphrodite and Markiplier. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Meh, that's just Markiplier. Did I get the key in the way that it should be? Yeah, it's just Markiplier. Hello, everybody. Markiplier. Markiplier. Marketplace. Markiplier. Welcome, everybody, to the Markiplier. Look at my puzzle solving. The second one was Cupid, so here we go. Cupid. Spooky. I don't remember the lyrics of the song. Cupid is so doomed. So, or so says the song. Let me examine this and then put this thing. And Mark being a Christian, it will be Markiplier. Markiplier. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Let's begin the service. Let's begin the Misa of the Six. When does service start for you guys? I know that we have service as in Misa in Spanish. Misa mane, the one from that note. We usually like start the service at like 12 p.m. and 6, I believe. Either 2, 3, and 6. I don't really know. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Mormon. I'm not you know, somebody who goes to church every hour. So I really don't. Look at this guy. Oh, it's same there. Well, I mean, it is pretty refreshing to know. I'm not gonna kill this guy. I'm just gonna let him live wounded. That's gonna be a reminder for his bad decisions. My parents make you go since you exist. Do you still go to the church? Wait. Wasn't I not supposed to not have enough? Well, actually, I didn't have the thing. Wait a minute. Does this mean that... Hold on. I think I did... Well, I mean, I had to do the same thing again. Oh, I haven't gone to the other world. And that's mostly because I have not even beaten the boss yet. Oh. Not much, but whoa, my voice broke. Not much, but because I feel uncomfortable going, you know, do something. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I know it. Ah, whoa. I know that it can be very overwhelming. And you know, it's a lot of like sitting down, then kneel down, then stand up, then sit down, then give us money. I pray, but you don't like too much of the ceremony. Yeah, I know how it be. That's why I haven't really gone to church in a long time. But for other reasons. I mean, I did technically go to a church back in the day when like last year. Well, actually, no, it was this year. Was it this year? I do not remember. I think it was this year in which I went to a church in Mexico City. But only, you know, for like sightseeing. I didn't go to like service. I didn't go to mass. And now I am, you know, I am condemned. Another of Anna's drawings. This one is on the town church. It do be like that sometimes. So please, Jimbus, do not send me to hell. Okay, we're gonna have to fight this guy again. Then Melody, I think we're gonna have to kill him. I'm sorry, Kurami, but we're gonna have to kill this guy. And Kurami just goes there, man. Somebody knows that it is Friday, eh? Look at that guy. Now it's almost Christmas. Now it's almost Christmas.
I'm okay for now. But he got Isabella too. And I don't think she's gonna make it.
I don't think this guy is there.
Things are gonna get ugly here.
I don't know, that guy doesn't seem that dead to me. I'm letting this thing, you know, play out again, mostly because we had to fight this guy like thrice. For those of you watching the VOD or the playthrough, yeah, I've already gone through this boss like 4 times. Mostly because I had to like do everything and anything again. Thank you so much, based camera angle changes. I'm in caution, I can do this. Look at me moving, man. Whoa. It seems that I cannot, you know, move around if I'm just reloading. There we go. Yeah, you guys ready to see the bull thingy? Ole, eh? Well, actually, that's when horses actually, like, you know, do their thing. Come on, do your thing, man. Whoa. I'm fine, eh? There you go. This is just what's all about, you know. This is what this boss is all about. You just damage him, and then you go, ole. Could you believe, guys? Christmas just around the corner, right? Could you believe it that bullfighting is still, you know, something that still exists today? I wish it didn't exist just yet. Well, I mean, not anymore, you know. I meant to go the other way, and the camera decided, no, you're going the other way. I'm gonna have to try to actually get him over here. There you go. Time to reload everything and anything. And here we go, last one. Yippee! Ole. And we did it, everybody. Any last words? Oh no, he was the scout from Team Fortress 2. And he's there. Actually, I do wonder if people have actually managed to... I do say actually quite a lot. If people have managed to see the face of the Pyro. I think we have seen the face of the Pyro before, haven't we? I do not remember. You know more about Team Fortress 2 than me, Mary, so maybe you can tell us. How cool looking is the Pyro? All I know that he goes roar, 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 and that's everything he says. And that actually makes him really cool. He's so mysterious, eh? Have you ever guys had any, like, you know, classmates that were like the mysterious kind, eh? The ones that are like, you know, I don't have any friends. You only know that he's a psycho, eh?
Gone.
Like the American Psycho?
Isabella?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everything.
Hush now. There's nothing you need to say. You've given it all here today. Nobody can ask any more of you than that.
Despite my sins, God in his eternal love has granted me my greatest wish.
What, death?
Oh, don't be sad. Would you tell this old woman your name?
Miguel. My name is Miguel.
Miguel. I have a son named Miguel.
Well, have.
She looked after me for years. She was always incredibly kind.
Let me deal with this, Caroline.
Also, that kind of sounded really grim. I know that I say had, but you know how Wikipedia actually like changes, you know, the articles really fast whenever somebody
Will you
dies.
be okay?
Don't worry about me. I've survived worse.
Okay.
There we go. You like the sniper? Yeah, the sniper is really cool. I like him too. It actually, I was a little bit bummed out whenever he died in the Meet the Spy video, because he could have definitely like survived that, you know. But apparently none of the things, you know, none of the Meet the Agents videos are like canon, like to each other. Because everybody dies in a different, like, meet the X member, you know. I think the only canon one, to call it somehow, is the one where they teleport bread. I haven't done anything other than teleporting bread for the past 45 hours, or something like that. How did that even happen? Okay, I gotta go back to the other school because that's a requirement for the good ending. So this is one of those things that you wouldn't really know that you had to do unless you actually go and out of your way to do it. But yeah, we gotta go back to the other school, and then and only then we can patch Miguel's injury with the tape, because Zeus. And now that I think about it, have you guys ever like read any of the Team Fortress 2 comics. I haven't, and I feel like I'm missing out. I don't know what I'm missing out of, you know, from or whatever. I don't know what I'm missing out on. But I only know that that comic seems to be really good. I know that it actually like finished some years ago, so maybe I could, you know, read it. I think just one you would like to read that. Yeah. I feel the same. I may need to go to the second story. Yes. There we go. And read the Sonic one. Which ones? I know that there's like a lot of like Sonic comics. I know that there's the Archie series, like the Archie comics ones. There's the ones with the guy that actually, like, you know, the one who's very infamous for how he draws. And I'm not talking about Christian. No. I'm talking about another guy which name I cannot really remember. But he draws Sonic characters like it's anime. But only the eyes are the anime part, you know? They have really big eyes. There's the Archie comics which are like the good ones. But I do not remember exactly the name of every other one. And then there's Sonic Underground. Sonic Underground. More like 6 feet underground, eh? And then there's also... well, every other Sonic comic, you know. But yeah, the Sonic comics are the ones that I would like to read as well. I really wish there was like a My Anime list for comics and not just manga. Bad Dutch. I'm doing fine. Sonic Underground. I wonder if the new Sonic racing game is good. Do you guys know anything about it? I know that there's a lot of interaction. Hold on. I know that there is a lot of interactions between the characters. Let me patch you up. There you go. And now we can get the good ending. Yippee! I used to read comics more often when I was a child. My mom gave me her comics that she used to read. I'm not so sure if she used to read them all, but you know, it was a big stack of comics. Unfortunately, all of those comics have you know, withered away, because that's usually what happens to paper, you know. Oh, come on. To go here. The one who knows more is your brother, man. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, because as I said, yeah, my mom used to read a lot of comics. And the ones that I used to read a lot were the Archie comics. You know, the one with Archie, with Torombolo. Oh, come on. That was totally unnecessary damage. And I think I'm just gonna die. Unfortunately. I mean, depending. But man, oh man, I wish I wasn't in this situation. This is definitely not the run. Don't I have anything else to heal myself with? No. Well, I'm gonna have to live without a liver for a while. I have to hold my tummy. Ooh, tummy aches. Ooh, too much Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell. And these are the consequences. Speaking about manga, which manga was I gonna ask about? I was actually thinking about watching Hetalia, But I don't know if it would be better to read it or watch it. I don't know. For those of you who have watched or read Hetalia, I don't know. Which ones do you guys recommend me the most? Thank God it's Friday. Oh yeah. I can't wait for the weekend to begin, says the song. Welcome in, Dominic. Welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. How you guys doing, eh? But yeah, you just watched the anime. Well, I mean, I guess I could do that. I know that Hetalia has really short episodes. So that's something that I could do, eh? Heyo. Ew. There we go. So it seems that Tormented Souls 2 didn't record my progress and I have to do everything again. Yippee. But, you know, we're really close on the thing that we gotta do, so it's fine. Plus, this means that, you know, the stream can stand on itself a little bit longer. But you're welcome in. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch Italia. I know that it has like, what, like 5 seasons, 6 seasons? I don't know. I only know that it has like a ton of seasons, but that's as much as I know. So, you know how it is. I guess I can only go here. Yeah, Caroline ate the bad chili. Yeah, Tumbi egg. We got that Tumbi egg. Not to mistake with Tomba for the PS1. But yeah, she ate the bad chili. She ate too much Taco Bell. She went saying, "Yo quiero Taco Bell." I didn't do the thing that I wanted to do. I forgot to do the most important step of the thing to get out of here. I forgot to go to the basement and hand the big masks to the guy. That was mostly because I went there before actually killing the guy. So I gotta go back up there. Well, down there. Which means that the stream will last longer, eh? Isn't that wonderful, eh? As long as enemies do not respawn, because that would mean that we have to do everything again. And, you know, I'm not about to do that, eh? But I wonder why the game didn't save. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter anymore. Let's go back down. Taco Bell Chihuahua. Yeah, glad you witnessed that commercial back in the day. Yeah, he was like, "Yo quiero Taco Bell." My mom wants a Chihuahua, like an actual Chihuahua. I know that Canelo and Melody are very Chihuahua-like, but you know, she actually wants a Chihuahua, one who's actually like really small. I don't know if, you know, if Melody and Canelo are you know, considered part Chihuahua, but maybe they are. I only know that they are dogs, and all dogs are really nice. You know, I don't really look into the breeds of the dogs, because dogs equals friend, so it doesn't really matter which breed they are. Your dad also has 2 Chihuahuas. They drive him insane. I mean, I can see why, you know. Chihuahuas go around like they own the place. They don't really, you know, measure the danger or, you know, their size disadvantage. They just go full ham on whatever threat they face. You know? And there's a lot of wisdom in that. Although, you know what I mean. But that's why I love Chihuahuas. They don't really... They both fear everything and they don't fear anything at the same time. They're so fearful? I don't know. They fear a lot of things and they are fearless at the same time. One funny thing that I have noticed is the fact that of all the little babies that I have that I have right now. Canelo seems to be the warmest one. Like he has a lot of body warmth. There we go. So you guys think they rule the world, yeah. But yeah, Canelo is really warm. Melody, even though she is like the most hairy one. I mean, this is gonna suck. If I hope that they won't be like coming at me in groups, because if they do, then this is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to hit him with one of these, because the fact that they are in groups means that I can die, and that is not good. I mean, unless I go save, I'm gonna do a precautionary save just because I do not believe the game is gonna be too kind to me. Yeah, Chihuahua. 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 Remix.
Poor Isabella is dead. Miguel is badly injured too. I don't even know if he'll make it. They didn't deserve that. Just as Isabella found the son she lost, this happens. It's all so cruel. Miguel saw Anna being taken to the church. I swear, Lucia's been leading me in circles, only to drag me back to where we started.
Oh yeah, she's recording a blog right now. How you do that?
What's she up to? I have a bad feeling that everything, one way or another, will end in that church.
The Churchill. Gonna end in that church, Chihuahua. And in that church, Chihuahua. I'm gonna get bitten and then I'm gonna die. This is not definitely how I wish, you know, this part to go on, mostly because I'm very badly injured. And I could have avoided that, but, you know, it do be like that sometimes. Caroline IRL blog. Yeah, it's the missing tapes. Hello. Look at this dude. For all things and purposes, I said this before, but I'm glad that these guys do not cancel grab you. Otherwise, it would be really bad. So where's the other guy? There you go. That dude's like gonna get you, I'm gonna get you. Ooh. He's like, oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 I'm gonna get you. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, here I come. Oi, oi, oi. One thing that I would like to remember later is the fact that Smiling Friends Season 3 actually released, so I have yet to watch that yet. It's like, oi, 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 tako. Oi, 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 yeah, tako. But yeah, Smiling Friends Season 3 is out, everybody. If you guys haven't watched that show, I recommend you guys watching it. It's really fun. It's really, how should we say it? Really, I don't know what to call it. It's just funny. If you guys want funny show to actually watch, then I recommend you guys watching Smiling Friends. I do believe it has a Spanish dub, but I don't know. I didn't quite like it. I do like the OG voice acting. I believe it is the one that's done the best. So if you guys, I mean, you guys speak English, so you guys would know. But yeah, and that's the thing. Some jokes only work in their original language. So there you go. He was watching a bit of Smiling Friends after the Smash Bros. Journey after the tournament. They put it on. Oh, they put it on. That's amazing, eh? Did you like it? Was it fun? Was it really hoo-hoo-ha-ha? What are your thoughts on Smiling Friends? But yeah, now that Season 3 is actually like out, I would definitely love to watch it. It is one of those shows that make you go hoo-ha. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo-ha. Checking some of my stuff on my phone. There we go. Smiling friends. Oh, I gotta remember that I gotta get free, gotta get free. I gotta put the order of the key in which, you know, every of the things goes. So here's the thing, yeah. So the puzzle of the key goes as follows. Although I do not exactly remember it. I know that this has to be the star. The camels mean star because there are 3 camels, which, you know, symbolize the 3 kings that go to the Star of Belen. You know, to see the child Jebus. You watch some episodes and it's really funny. Yeah, I like it too. I watched all 2 seasons and now I gotta watch the 3rd one. There is an episode in which I guess it represents, you know, the reason on why you shouldn't add your boss to Steam. Because if you're like, oh, I'm gonna go late for work, I'm gonna be late for work, and then you go like, oh, I'm just gonna stay home and say, yo, I'm really sick. Your boss is gonna see that you are on Steam playing, you know. So that's one of the things, you know, to keep in mind. Eh? You saw the episode where they're at the fair and all of the rides are like dangerously broken and people in there were screaming. Eh? I think I remember that one as well. Eh? I think.
Anna!
I don't know. Eh? I'm gonna let this cutscene run again. Eh?
Are you okay?
Thank
She's
you
like
for
bliss.
joining us, Caroline.
Saddler, eh?
You can witness the last mess of this filthy church and its impotent god.
Just give me my sister, Lucia. There's nowhere left to run.
But Anna still has a role to play in this story.
Like the
Just
Toy
as
Story?
you do.
There you go. Eh? Caroline was like, you talk. Shh. She has had enough. Those are indeed some long nails. Oi, 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 oi. Hey.
What's happening to me? Anna! Caroline!
Oh no, she's twisting it.
Lucia, please! Let her go, I'm begging you!
Then stop playing games with me, girl. If you want to save your sister,
I don't think she wants to play Mario
find
Kart.
me in the underground
Las
depths
Plagas
below the church.
are a slave to my will.
That's where the true temple of God lies, and where our destiny awaits us.
5 nights at Las Plagas, eh?
I'll be there. Hold on just a little longer, Anna.
Where did they go? Or how did they go? I only saw them disappearing, eh? I didn't see them, like, being, like, floating around or whatever. I don't know. But, you know, so is the... Yeah, they just disappeared. I don't know why or how, eh? They just went, like, bleh. And then they went away. Yeah, they just vanished. That kind of reminds me that there's a fabric softener. Well, actually, like more like a fabric washing detergent. There we go. Called Vanish. At least there used to be one here in Mexico called that way. You know, Vanish, because it makes the stains vanish or something like that. There we go. I'm just doing some vandalism there. Time to shower, you will God you on background. Okay, thank you. Have a nice shower. It is really warm where you live, so get them showers going on. Let me do a little bit of vandalism while I'm on it. I think I can go here. This only gets me back to the... Oh, this is the wake room. Interesting, eh? Can I wake up in here? Eh? And I'm not so sure why this is called the wake room. Eh? If somebody's asleep, You know, get it? Forever, Sacred mission, the mission. Mother Lucia has given me a task as unusual as it is important. As we all know, God resides within every being that walks his green earth. That power which dwells within us all is infinite. I must find a way to harness it in the name of God. Mother Lucia says that our mission is to guide humanity to the next evolutionary step through science and with the Lord's blessing. I will confine myself to this laboratory until I have achieved my goal. There can be no distractions. God has spoken through Mother Lucia and has blessed me with this task. My life is the Lord's, and I live for him. And then she died. Who could have thought, you know? If only somebody could have prevented this from happening. So here we go. There's gonna be another enemy over here, so I gotta juke him. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. There we go. We don't have to go here anymore. So here is something funny for y'all. So last stream, I had to, you know, deal with a game-breaking bug. Yeah, that kind of looks like a necromorph. It definitely does look like a, and it actually behaves like one. So yeah, last stream, I had to deal with a game-breaking bug. Yeah, cut its lanes. So you see, this elevator says this elevator is already on this floor. Well, in version 1.2, because I had to like roll back, although I didn't technically have to roll back. Whenever you finish this puzzle, the elevator wouldn't work. It said this elevator has no power, and I have to like roll back again to the newest version. And I'm not so sure why that happens, but now it is fixed. I hope. I'm gonna go open up the doors to the arcade, mostly because I do both wanna get the file that is over there, and I wanna open up the door to the other place. Here we go. Plus I may find something good. We have already read this, which is funny because I do not remember how we got that file, but I remember reading it before. Also, I'm gonna keep this outfit on because, you know, I have that outfit on. And I don't know, I want to finish the game with this game's outfit. I know that you can unlock new outfits, but, you know, I don't really need them. And we're off, everybody. Yippee! As far as I remember, there is no new enemies in this this part. And by new, I mean like any enemies that may appear. Let me see if I can find something to heal me. I have some nails. I got my nails done, said Caroline. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I know what's gonna happen. Well, this is gonna be... Oh, thank you, I actually need this. Okay, everybody follow me. Everybody do the dinosaur. I'm gonna have to probably get them like this. I was gonna say, I don't know how far away they are from me. I'm gonna get them over here. Yeah, one of them was gonna get me. Just funnel them in. And then and only then. One at a time, take a number. There you go. That done did it. I'm glad that they did provide you with something to actually like ease the pain away. And I'm also glad that these enemies do not really make that much damage. Although I couldn't really like, you know, risk it. You either risk it or you risk it. Is there nothing here? No, that's a guy. I thought that this guy's skull was a bot and I was about to like crack it. That's how bold that guy is. Well, not bold, but bald, you know. Bald. My eyes. Have I gone here? Yes. Have I gotten anything new? No. I mean, if not, then what can I do? There we go. So this is the sacristy. This is legal, you know. Some puppy down always comes nice. But yes, indeed, we are really close to the end of the game, man. What do you guys think the last boss is gonna be? I know that it has to do with Lucia. Well, Mother Lucia. But I don't know how... You know, how scary it's gonna be. Someone was trying to perform a ritual. It's covered in blood, but there is no signs of a sacrifice. Very suspicious, don't you think? Oh, I can either go down or go up. Oh, look at this. Look at this dude. I'm gonna try to get him. Watch this. Hey, you follow me. What if I kill him here? Ow. I'm just gonna... Yeah, come here, eh? Got him, eh? I suppose that now that he's dead here, maybe I unlock something? I don't know. But this is one of those few times in which I've actually like used the chainsaw. I'm gonna regret not using it too often. Are we really? Yeah. Are we really almost there, or are we really almost there? Yeah. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Is the torment done? Eh? I guess the torment never stops. Yeah. Are we almost done? Tormenting don't stop. Yeah, we've been tormenting them souls for a good while now. They deserve a break. Also, didn't I collect another one of these? Or did I miss out on it? I remember collecting another one of these. I don't know what they are used for. Hold on. I guess that this is gonna be a mystery that I'm gonna try to solve now. Tormented Souls 2. Acid. Oh, well, test tubes. What are they used for? Acid test tubes. Huh? Apparently that's the ammunition for the crossbow? A wreck field that... Hold on. Fires a single run at a time. So apparently this is the ammunition for the crossbow. I didn't know that. Oh, I missed out on one of those because I did find another one. I had like 20 something, 21 I believe. But I don't know. 21 eh? Well, at least now we know it. What are we gonna find here? The puppet virus is complete. Finally, the puppet virus is complete. Every twist, every inconvenience was all part of the design. Well done, Angelica. Your timing was impeccable. Now with the sack under my control and Nautilus powers at my command, nothing stands in my way. Hey, your mission is fulfilled, Angelica, and now I must take care of you. I cannot risk the puppet virus falling into the hands of anyone else. So we have the T-virus, I mean the puppet virus, the P-virus, eh? Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, I remember that I saved here. I don't know, I don't really know why it didn't let me keep my progress. Antique grandfather clock. Okay, we have some recording tape. I imagine that this is the door to the last boss. So here we go. I'm gonna save it here.
Lucia is calling the shots right now, and I'm terrified. She showed me the total power she has over Anna, making her levitate and scream with pain right in front of my eyes. She warned me that if I want to save her, I have to go to the catacombs beneath the church. I'm sure it's a trap, but what choice do I have?
It's like we're not controlling our destiny. Which that kind of sounds like a line from the House of the Dead. Door unlocked. Church. Church's chicken. We don't have a map to this place, so this is like a secret place in the church. Locked from the other side. It's all over now. Door's locked. So now I can open this and I can open this, which may have been a bad idea. Oil nails. Here we go. Oh, we can enter here. I cannot really read what this says. Twas in those moments when the cross weighed heaviest upon his shoulder that the demon attempted to extinguish his inner flame. So I imagine that I gotta do... Maybe I gotta do quite the opposite. I gotta first check what's over here, and then I can try to rack up my brains on whatever that means. We have nothing. This is where we came from, right? Oh, but also, what's over here? I didn't go here. Let me go here. Angelica mentioned that a local sculpture, there we go. A local sculpture made this crucifix. Fascinating. Look at this camera angle, everybody. I mean, it is a diagonal line. But maybe that's what we gotta do. Maybe it's gotta be the ones up top and then the ones down below, but there's not ones down below. Here's the paintings depicting the stations of the cross. It may have to do something with this, but I'm not so sure. Depicts the stations of the cross. There's only two. Maybe this and this? No, I don't think so. In those moments when the cross weighed heaviest upon his shoulders, that the demon attempted to extinguish its inner flame. Maybe I do gotta lit up all of the candles this time. No, it would have been too easy if that was the case, you know. It was in those moments when the cross weighed the heaviest upon his shoulders that the demon attempted to extinguish its inner flame. The cross weighted the heaviest. I mean, it could be a lot of interpretations. So there are numbers in the stations of the cross. Gibus, help me. So there's a 3. I'm gonna go in on a limb and say that maybe there's only one that I gotta lift up, or not lift up, that I wanna lit up. There we go. It could be possible, I don't know. So I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go one by one, and then do this. It may be possible that I only gotta lit up the candles that, you know, in which Jesus is actually, like, you know, dealing with the cross. But I do wonder if that also, encapsulates him when he's crucified. There's been more recent games in which characters get crucified. Can I not? Here we go. Versus that one. For example, in Resident Evil 8, Ethan gets crucified. Not that willingly, but you know. I mean, there's people who get crucified willingly. There's reenactments of the Passion of Christ sometimes that people do. You know, those infamous cases in which people have, fallen from the cross. I remember that. I'm gonna go and say that it goes from 1 to whatever number, from left to right. So let's see. It is time to do some braining. Are you guys ready to brain? We are ready to brain. When the cross was the heaviest, maybe the one in which he is, like, you know, on the ground. Sonic on the ground. So that would be 7. I'm gonna go and say that it is when he's, like, in the ground, or like on the ground. So 7. I can't really see the other one, but it cannot be 6. Although that could be 5. So I'm gonna have in mind 7 and 5. 7, 3. Seven, 3. And which one else? 7, 3, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7. That's 2. 2, 4, 6. Maybe 6. Maybe 3 is not the case. Maybe 5 is not the case. Well, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 5. Also, there's no indication that, you know, we go from left to right. That's just my intuition. But there's no way to know. when the cross weighted heaviest upon his shoulders. Upon his shoulders. So I'm gonna do the ones in which he's actually, you know, with the cross. It doesn't happen in his shoulders, so that's 3. That's definitely 3. I'm gonna have to notepad this. So 3. Okay, we have 3. We have 3. We have 5. I don't really see anything when it comes to like the other one. I have to like zoom in. I mean, he has the cross, but is it on his shoulders? I cannot really see very well. So I'm gonna put 5, and I'm gonna, I'm gonna say that maybe 6. There's nothing over here. Let me in. Can I not? Oh.
Damn.
There we go. Maybe it is 6. And then we have 7. This one has it in his shoulders. 7, 8, 9. Well, actually, it's not in his shoulders anymore. Seven, 6. Well, actually, 7, 8. 7, maybe 8. So the only ones that I'm not so sure about is gonna be 6 and 8. B entered your room. Oh no, boss battle. He doesn't have it in his shoulders anymore. And then he doesn't have it in his shoulders anymore. I believe this one, like the last one, like the 5th one is not the 5th one, the 10th one is when he actually like resurrected, like Frieza. I know that's very sacrilegious to say, you know. And then he resurrected Frieza. So let's see. Look at Jeebus. So let's see. The actual puzzle to solve is over here. I don't know why there's a skeleton. Could this be Jesus? I don't think this is Jesus. Okay, so we have the following numbers. We have 3. 3 is already lit up. We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, I'm not so sure. 7, 8. That's already it. Maybe 9? I don't know. I'm gonna turn this one off, turn this one off. Maybe 9. No, I don't think so. How many do we have? We have 1, 2, well, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Maybe I only got a lit of the numbers that I can actually find. Nine, 14. Well, I mean, that's the last one. So it goes all the way to there. That's not on his shoulders anymore. That's where he's actually being, you know, like impaled. I guess you could count 1. And there's also 3. Why did I... Does he have the cross in the other one? No. I I cannot really see very well. So my assumption was that it's gonna be the only ones in which he has the cross. So maybe it is, maybe it is not. And then we have 3, 4, 5, and 6. Maybe 7. Is the B gone, by the way? I hope that the B is gone. 1, 3, 5, maybe 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I lit up the 9. Yeah, because he doesn't have... I mean, there's gotta be a lot of interpretations when it comes to that. My interpretation is that, you know, we have to lit up every other candle that in which, you know, Jesus actually is like wearing the cross, or like, you know, I mean, he's not like wearing it, but he's just like lifting it up. Now you tell me it is when it's the heaviest. That could be 3. For me, that is 3. And then 5. 3 and 5. I don't know about 6. I cannot really see if he is actually like, you know, if he has a cross right there. It is too dim to see. I really wish, I really wish that the light, you know, wouldn't go out whenever you're examining anything. So maybe 6 is not the one that we're looking for. So it's either gonna be 3 and 5. I wish that thing wasn't there. 3 and 5, and then 7. 3, 5, 7. So let's see. 3. I'm gonna go with this. It's gonna be 3, 5, 7. Maybe has bust his last bus. Maybe 8. I don't know. And the boss went to bus, and we went to bye. So let's see. Now that I think about it, yeah, we don't gotta do in any of the other ones. So my assumption is it's gonna be 3, 5, 7, and 8 wasn't it. 3, 5, 7. Maybe we gotta read it again. It was in those moments when the cross weighed the heaviest upon his shoulders that the demon attempted to extinguish his inner. Oh, so maybe it's gotta be the opposite. Maybe I gotta only, you know, I only have to leave those out. So essentially 3, 5, and 7. So let me let them out. That's gonna be my assumption. Fresh and clean, simple and clean. Nice, I'm glad that you had a nice shower. Yippee! So I'm gonna 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe not 8. No, this seems to not be the solution, everybody. Oh, there you go, eh? We did it, everybody. Yippee! Oh, I'm glad we did it. Me, eh? Me one, eh? I'm gonna go save again, and I don't wanna deal with that puzzle again. Puzzle gone. So it was 3, 5, 7, and 9. Oh yeah, I forgot about 9. Did I? I did not did it. But yeah, welcome back, Mary. How you doing? I'm glad that you're having a nice relax time. Because I do take it that it is really, really warm where you live right now. You didn't miss much. You just missed me doing a puzzle, and that puzzle has been, you know, dealt with. That was a nice puzzle, I would say. Something that the developer said in an interview is that where's the ninth one? Oh, that's the ninth one. Yeah, definitely, I can see why. The developer said that they were looking to do puzzles that can make people think, you know, use your brain, because a lot of puzzles in new games are, you know, very easy, I would say. So I'm glad that, you know, developers are doing puzzles like this. Some are gonna be really obtuse, I know, but it only means that you can make people think, you know, use their brains. And that was a nice puzzle. I liked it. Dun 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 dun. There we go. You'll put your creams and brush your hair. Oh yeah. Like the princess that you are. Yippee. We yip you around the place, we rip you around the place. Also, it seems that I gotta change shirts, so BRB. I put on the wrong shirt because I thought it was gonna be a day that wasn't. I mistook the day, so I gotta change my shirt. So hold on, BRB. Alright, we're back. There we go. Yeah, so now we can finally enter the other world. Church other side. There's gonna be a ton of bad enemies over here. I don't know how severe the case is gonna be when it comes to, like, you know, strong enemies. But I gotta be prepared. Apparently this serves as ammunition for this. So I'm just gonna try to use it. I hear things, but I don't see things. That is making me a little bit anxious. That is making me shaking my boots. Shaking my boots. Also, look at this hand. Touch the hand. Hello. And then and only then I can do this. So that was ammunition for this. I didn't even knew that this was, you know, ammunition for this. It is nice to know now. And Cataplume. It's either him or me. Gonna hit him with one of these. There we go. I should have done that like a little bit, you know, sooner. But I'm glad that that is over. So look at this place. Sometimes I don't know where I'm going, mostly because I do not, you know, I do not see with my eye. Hey bro, did you just say strong enemy? Potions, Zala. Give me your strongest potions. I cannot tell you my strongest potions, traveler. These potions are too strong for you. Please, potions, Zala. I need your strongest potion. Nah. I gotta watch that video again. It's really funny. Well, now we know that the rounds of the crossbow actually do a ton of damage. Uh-oh, Speaking about ton of damage, I gotta deal with them again. Let me hit him with the... Come here, come here, come here. There you go. ECGG. I'm glad that I said my strongest things for this, because actually they really come in handy. And to reload. One would think that it is a disadvantage that these corridors are really narrow, but you know, they work in my advantage in the end. So that is pretty good. So let's see, what else can I find? I hope that there's no more deadly traps going around, because that would be an abomination. I have everything reloaded, so that's gonna be fine. When was the last puzzle that you guys solved? It can be in a game, it can be like in a video game, in a tabletop game. Tell me all about your puzzles, everybody. Let me know which puzzles you have solved in your life. Although one would think that, you know, daily life means a lot of, you know, puzzle solving. But you know what I mean. Yeah, I hope that nothing is, you know, waiting for me here to kill me. So I can either go here or go there. Hello? Hello? Please don't, nothing kill me, please. Undercroft. Well, so far we know about Lara Croft, and we know about Undercroft. I wonder if I gotta go the other way. What does Croft even mean then? What is the meaning of Croft? Also, I cannot really go here. Well, that sucks. You're playing as a journey, so it's always a lot of puzzles. Oh, well, I mean, I've been meaning to play that game. How difficult would you say that it is? Yeah, I sure hope that it's only one of them. Look at this dude. This is way scarier than the ending of the first game. There we go. Let me hit him with the... Actually, that didn't make a lot of damage to him. Get wrecked, noob, eh? If you pay attention, it's not too difficult. Well, that's nice to know. It does seem like, you know, something that is like, you know, sometimes very tricky. But, you know, just the right amount of trickiness. I don't think there's another enemy over here, but I gotta be prepared. Let me know also if the game is too dark for you guys. And by dark I mean, you know, the brightness, not so much the contents of the game. Here we go. I hope that they, you know, give you the opportunity to actually like save the game before anything happens. Also, wasn't it the case that in, you know, that in Bayonetta you could also go to places within mirrors? I believe you could, but I do not remember. Can I not open this up? No. Sister Angelica's notepad. The vaccine. Mother Lucia ordered me to inject Caroline with the puppet virus before waking her from deep sleep. Of course, I said I would do so, but instead of the puppet virus, I injected Caroline with an inert substance. Lucia didn't notice anything. I have little time. Lucia wants me dead. I'm certain of it. She plans to stop me from synthesizing a vaccine that can immunize a host against the puppet virus. Unfortunately, this vaccine cannot reverse the effects of the puppet virus once the virus is in its bloodstream, so there is no chance of reversing its effects on me. However, if the vaccine is administered before the host is infected, it will render them immune to the virus effects. I'm going to need a large amount of black blood directly from the Black Phoenix subject. So we gotta get that blood going. Eh? It is a little bit dark. I don't know, let me see what I can do. Grafiscases. I don't have HDR. So there's not much that I can do about it. Language, no. I don't think I can do anything about it, unfortunately. So, I don't know, adjust your television, everybody. Oh, look at this place. What is this place filled with so many wonders? Hello. Door unlocked. I heard AB, and I don't know if I need to believe it. Hello? The statue is pointing straight ahead. It has a condemning stare. Why does it have a Jotaro pose? That's the pose of Jotaro. Uh-oh. There we go. The altar contains some kind of pagan statue. There is a message inscribed. Only souls brave enough to surrender wholly to the darkness can move beyond this path. Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't know. There is a skeleton there, which means death and danger, and death and danger, and danger and death. I don't think I need to break this up. Darkness. Imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute horror. I cannot live. I cannot die. Trapping myself. But what is over here? Another first aid kit. So I say, lol, nice jam, yeah. I think before doing anything else, I should save because this is actually a little bit concerning, I'm not gonna lie. And I believe the nearest saving point is over here, I believe. So yeah, this was the elevator that was actually glitched in version 1.2.0. So once I actually deal with this, we will be able to see whatever is going on over there. As I said, I just want to save mostly because I don't know if it's like a death trap or anything. So once I actually get that dealt with, we're gonna have a blast. The sacristy. I think this path is actually a loop around, so as long as we can continue going forward, we can be safe, I think. I don't know. And also now it strikes me that I could have gone there the other way as well. But what do I know? And there we go. Okay, now let's go there where the thingy says, yo, only if you have no light at all, you can survive. What does it mean? Man, I don't know, but let us find that out. And here we go. Are you guys ready for a potential death? I know that you guys do. I know that you guys are. And also, what's over here? Oh, it's another loop around. Well, that's pretty lovely. I have a pimple behind my ear. It is not too distracting, since nor my ears nor my headphones actually like touch it. But the fact that it is there, you know, bothers me a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight ahead as it is. I know that I'm gonna die, but you know, what else can I do? There are strange symbols on the large door. There must be a way to open it. Yes. So I'm gonna let the darkness consume me. Wow. Fascinating, eh? I had to trust Jeebus with my life. Hello? Oh, what? Oh, what's this, eh? I wonder what's gonna happen. I've seen too much anime to know what's going on, eh? Would you agree, eh? Also, look at these guys. Well, that guy's having fun. He wants a hug. Come here, brother. Let me hug you. So these are the fishermen. Well, for this fisherman, I believe they got a Fisher prize. Eh? Get it, eh? I have my shotgun ready for whatever, eh? They're gonna move at any moment, eh? And it's gonna be fun, eh? Watch if one of those actually jumps, eh? From all the way above. Eh? So funny though. I mean, you know, what else can I say? What else can I be? What a thrill. What a thrill, what a thrill, what a thrill. What a thrill, what a thrill, what a thrill, what a thrill. And what a thrill, eh? Ah, you scared you, eh? The elevator is already in this floor. Well, I'm glad that these guys didn't move, eh? Well, they actually didn't move, eh? I'll give my life, not for honor, but for Taco Bell, eh? I hear the enemy, eh? So we're in the bunker, eh? Shoutouts to anybody who's playing Fallout games, because, you know, you guys know about bunkers. Dr. Nathaniel's note. Intruder in the lab. Today I encountered an intruder. A snooping, as usual, I say, eh? In the laboratory. To my surprise, I discovered, after I had attacked the intruder around the head with a metal pipe, that it was test subject 575. Stitch? Oh well, no, that's not Stitch. What test subject number was Stitch? I always forget. who had been in cryogenesis in Dr. Angelica's laboratory. I transferred her unconscious body onto one of the functioning prototypes of the suspended animated tanks, and submerging her in amniotic fluid should facilitate a faster recovery. I am aware that Dr. Angelica will not be pleased that her test subjects was physically harmed. I attempted to reach her through the intercom system, but received no response. That makes me very uneasy. I will return to the underground laboratory immediately. Nathaniel Bond, what are you doing here? There he is, Nathaniel Bond. The guy, the legend. It's been a while since I last heard that name, actually, Nathaniel Bond. The journey will be slow and painful in this heavy-duty diving suit. My biological tissue and the cold metal are fusing too rapidly. I have abandoned hope of ever removing it. I must view these conditions as a trial, an opportunity to demonstrate my worthiness for salvation. And man oh man, look what happened, man. Nobody knew. Look at this guy. The monstrous transformations must have taken place while these people were wearing these suits. I don't know, he looks kind of fresh. So let's see. Mike had that. Why did my hand open that up? Do they have the records of my finger? An enemy is gonna pop up at any minute. I know it. Rat. We got a rat. Shotgun shells. I wonder why the game is giving me shotgun shells. I have all of my weapons reloaded. I only need more ammunition of this. But you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Is there really nothing in here? Can I not like change my shoes or something? Fascinating. Look at this dude. It says danger, danger, danger. Terrain, pull up. Look at those boots. Look at this guy. Everybody in this place is dead. What is this machine monitoring? I mean, I wonder what. This kind of looks like a metal detector, if you ask me. This place is becoming creepier and creepier by the second. It is like a very well blend between, you know, Resident Evil's labs and Silent Hill. It is really creepy. Generator corridor. It sounds like the party's downstairs, huh? Okay, let's see what's downstairs. I want to see what's up. It says danger, but you know, everything in life is danger anyway. So. Wow, puzzles. Are you sure about that? It seems like that is gonna puncture me. So I better not mess this up. I don't know what this is, so let me go and try and find the actual recipe for whatever that may be, which may be the vaccine for the virus. You know, there's always a virus. There's always a virus. Hello. I can either go there or go here. I'm gonna go straight ahead and see if my... Hello? Oh, hi. How you doing? I don't know if I can kill that guy. So I'm not gonna try to kill him, man. I may have committed a mistake. So that guy is just going there. I'm gonna have to fight Triton over here. Wow, look at those lights. More recording tapes. Well, don't mind if I do. Anything that keeps me from danger is gonna be good. The computers are not working. Damn computers. Technology. Very fragile. It's tea time, doctor. You will get your tea. Oh yeah. Yippee. I wonder what kind of tea is gonna be today. It's been a while since I last drank any tea. I gotta fix that soon. Sister Angelica's notepad. Eureka. Praise the Lord. By fusing the black blood and Caroline's blood, I have managed to synthesize a virus that negates the host's free will. Okay. Allowing them to be controlled fully. After countless failed experiments, she really did have the answers I needed. The black blood in Caroline's blood. I have managed to synthesize a virus that negates the hosts. So I gotta do the opposite? Thank you, Caroline. It's clear to me that God sent you to us for a reason. With this discovery, Mother Lucia will be able to control the will of any being that is implanted with the virus. Just like pulling strings on a puppet. There are side effects, of course. Hosts of the virus exhibit symptoms such as purple skin, disorientation, and a state of constant fatigue. I finally feel I can rid myself from these radiation suits and take a stroll outside again. I haven't seen the sunlight in years. I am a little sad about leaving Caroline here alone. But don't worry, my Caroline. It will only be for a moment. Soon you will awaken from your long sleep and we will meet again at long last. I have so much to tell you. I mean, if you could only tell me what, you know, that synthesization is. Let's save just in case. I gotta clean my nose. There we go. Okay, so now that is that, I don't know if the chart had anything to do with it. But if all else fails, I'm gonna try the chart. I'm gonna try to kill the guy over here, which I don't think you can, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So here's the guy. And there you go. So you can definitely kill them. Or at least it kinda looks like it. I don't know. I hope that this guy just won't reanimate, you know. I'm gonna leave him be. I'm just glad that I got rid of that guy. So we can either go here or go there. Sister Angelica's notepad. A very strange kind of blood. Finally, a sign from heaven. I have been unable to make any significant progress in my research. Containing or redirecting the energy from the mitochondria in the blood cells through the plasma into the organs of the test subjects has proven to be very difficult, because as we all know, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Even more so in these anti-radiation suits, which are uncomfortable to wear all day, to say the least. There we go. So I prayed and prayed, asking God to light my way. I am ashamed to admit that I was losing faith. That was until God answered my prayers. Mother Lucia has brought us a new subject. She has been placing cryogenesis for the next 14 years. I took a blood sample after putting the subject to sleep, and to my surprise, the blood cells have not one, but two nuclei surrounded by thousands of mitochondria. When I placed the subject's blood sample close to the black blood we had been investigating, The radiation levels of the latter skyrocketed, and incredibly, the subject's blood began to emit a faint warm light. I'm sure this subject contains the answers I need. Praise the Lord. So this is Resident Evil Silent Hill and, you know, Parasite Eve all in one package. Elevator passage. Maybe I shouldn't be here just yet. Let me try the other places. Gee, I sure hope this guy didn't. Well, actually, yeah, he didn't reappear. So that is pretty nice. Restricted access, containment, contamination check required. Access denied. Uh-oh, I think that was my controller. Hold on. I love it that Caroline's hand looks like Jill's, mostly because of the glove. Excuse me. There we go. So we need somebody's hands. Somebody's hands. We need them. So that we can, you know, continue on with our destiny. Spark plug. What's this? Oh, what? A spark plug. Oh, gee, thank you for the clarification. First aid kit. And some painkillers. We got them painkillers. Could you imagine a bunch of you know, medic school practitioners that are in a gang and they're called the painkillers? The elevator has no power. I haven't seen any place in which I could put something. These are the only things that have any form of light, but nothing else. The yeah, but not the painkillers, but the painkillers, you know, the painkillers. Like, what's up, Holmes? We are the painkillers, yo. Yeah, with a Z because we're cool. So I do imagine that the generator has anything to do with this. Yeah, the killers. That's how bad they are. We are the painkillers. I don't think I need to put this over here. Not at all. I wish I had a map for this place, but you know, since many other, you know, survival horror games don't have a map on the last place, this game definitely should not have one as well. Because that's how games are, you know. That's how it should be. Let me see if I can find anything else in here. I sure didn't find anything regarding, you know, putting anything in anything. One would think it would be over here, but no. Yeah, it's so gangsta. We are the painkillers. The computers are not working. So this is definitely not a dock. Where do I gotta put the thing? Could it be outside? That could be a potential. Did the guy respawn? I don't believe it. It did. Kinda sounded like it, but no. Maybe I could try over here. Although that's the way in which I gotta go anyway. Do I not? They're gonna operate on y'all, the painkillers. They operate on you 6 times before you fall in the effects of anesthesia. And my anesthesia is right hook and uppercut. Get it? The more that I think about it, the painkillers sound, you know, the more they sound like a parody of the Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, the elevator has no power, but where do I put the spark thingy? Spark ring. I need to get into the Wu-Tang Clan. I like the things they do. I like this, you know, the story on how they came to be. And I like some of their songs. Plus, I want to play the Wu-Tang Clan game, the one that was originally Thrill Kill on PS1, but they decided to reuse the engine for the Wu-Tang Clan game. So that's the bunker. So let's see, anything new here? Something cannot be used here. And that actually stabs me. I don't wanna mess that up. I mean, there's that, but you know. It is really funny how we can solve a million puzzles, but we cannot really find a place to put the thing in. So where do I gotta put this? Spark plug. I mean, unless this is like an upgrade for like a weapon. Tormented Souls to Spark plug. Spark plug. Spark plug. Yeah, sure. I do have the thingy. I mean, unless it is a thing that we haven't investigated yet. Spark. The generator room. Generator room. So where's the generator room? I don't have a map, so I really don't know. So this is the generator corridor. I have tried investigating this this area. Oh, that's just the bunker office. I gotta go where the elevator actually... Well, not the elevator, the generator room is. The generator room, not the generator. This is not Resident Evil Degeneration. Unless this is the generator room. Contamination check required. Contamination check. Can I... No way. Can I... No. If not that, what? If not, then what else can I do? I didn't get anybody's hands. I mean, unless I can somehow cut somebody's hands. Elevator pass. As far as I know, I have checked every possible place. Unless I gotta go back to somewhere. Although I do not think so. I do not need to go here. I do not need to go there. Somebody's night. Where's the generator room? That may be it. I didn't mean to go there again. Maybe the thing that we need is actually in the other place. So let's see. No, where's Sister Angelica's notes? So this might be it. So it's gonna be 2/3 red, and 1/3 is gonna be the combination of 2/3 green and yellow. I hear voices in my head. They're telling me to puncture my skin. They talk to me. I can never memorize the words of Randy Orton's theme song. I only know that he hears voices in this. So let's see, how many thirds does this thing have? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It only has 6, so it's gonna be that. So that's 2/3. Maybe that's it. I feel like, I don't know. Let's try again. I'm gonna die either way, so here we go. And I'm dead. Well, I didn't lose anything, eh? At least I don't think so, eh? But the game did say that, you know, it had to be, you know, 1/3 and 2/3 and whatever, eh? Well, I mean, it means that it is the virus, like the one that actually makes you be bad. So I guess the opposite is gonna be the vaccine, you know, probably. So I'm gonna try and do only. First of all, I'm gonna try to do only the green and yellow one. Well, I mean, I guess I could try doing only, you know, that twice. It's gonna be 4 greens, 2 yellows, and maybe one red. So let me go try and see if that actually works. I do not particularly think so. Heyo, you just watch me get stung by a needle, and I got injected air, and then I died. You got your tea and also an apple bloom, applejack, apple bloom. Yeah. Scutalo, sweetie bell. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna and I put it all on normal, eh? Like nothing, eh? I imagine that getting injected air is just as bad, eh? So if it's gonna be, if it has to be, but yeah, what flavor of tea do you have? If this is the virus, then the vaccine is gonna be the opposite. So it's gonna be not 2/3 of this, and then 1/3 is gonna be 2/3 of this, and then 1/3 of this, I believe. So it's gonna be 4 green, 2 yellow, 1 red. It's natural herbs. Well, that's nice. That sounds nice. Hierbas naturales. Oh yeah. Natural herbs. And now that I think about it, it may not even be that. Hold on. So a third is basically 2, so it's gotta be 2 red. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna have to do 4 green. Then 2 yellow. And then 2 red. Mint, chamomile, bold, and lemon. De manzanilla, boldo, y cedrón. Oh, that actually sounds pretty nice. That sounds lovely. I hope you enjoy it. Yippee! Are you having any cookies with it outside? You know, alongside with the apple as well. Oh, then one of those is red. I'm gonna go on a limb and say this is the right one. I'm gonna die anyway. I'm dead. I think I have the right idea. It's just, you know, not something that it is working on. How would I go on about that one? I don't really know. Could it be that even though if it is that one? I mean, I'm going with the assumption that the thirds are actually like, you know, the amount of presses that you gotta do. Although that might not be the case. I'm going the complete opposite direction. Am I? Am I not? I don't know. Let me count the number of things. Yeah, it's marmalade. Oh, marmalade. That's lovely. Marmalade. I'm getting injected marmalade. That's actually. I'm getting injected strawberry marmalade, peach marmalade, and lemon marmalade. So how many presses do I gotta get? Oh, media luna. That's lovely. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's only 6. So 2/3 of 6 would be 4. But that wouldn't make sense now that I think about it, because yeah, because it is. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense, because if it was 4 of 2/3, it would mean that each third is like 2, but this third has 3, so each third has to have 3. So that means that it's gonna be 3 and 3, which means 6 in total. So 6 red and but that's the virus, isn't it? So it would have to be the opposite to get the vaccine. Although, technically speaking, the vaccine is just the virus. I don't know. I'm gonna try with that assumption first. I'm gonna go 3, 3, and then 2 green and 1 yellow. So I already have 6 over here, I believe. So it's gotta be 1 yellow. I believe this is yellow. I'm a little bit colorblind. I'm sorry. And that's 2 green. So that would be 2/3 and then the other third. Here goes nothing, everybody. Yippee, I'm alive, eh? Yippee, 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 yippee. Well, I'm glad that I didn't die a third time, eh? What does it say? I am in purple. I don't know why I'm in purple now. Because I'm blue. Let me get this thing ready. Watch out, everybody! It's the guy that appeared in the SpongeBob movie. Eh? There we go. It kind of looks like him, you know, the guy that appeared in the SpongeBob movie. There we go. I have finally avenged SpongeBob and Patrick, eh? Now they can rest easy. Eh? I hope me doing that puzzle actually lets me open up this thing. Yippee! We did it. Eh? We got that thing open. Eh? I don't know why that changes my whole physiology, but sure. Eh? I mean, that's something that happens sometimes. Eh? Don't you hate it when your physiology just changes? Eh? I know I do. Eh? Let me try and get whatever I can find over here. Physiology, eh? Like your whole physical and molecular structure. Eh? Because that just happened to Caroline. To Coraline. Oh, wait, I'm now purple. Uh-oh. Eh? Well, that sucks. I have become an aubergine. Eh? Yeah, once time I'm on the queen. Man. Shoutouts to all the queens that are, you know, renovating their physiology. Eh? To put it somehow. It do be like that sometimes, at least once a month. Sister Angelica's not bad. Joseph, intriguing words. Joseph, what in God's name? Oh, great heavens, eh? What has happened to the town? Almost everybody has left, and the stench is unbearable. Unbearable, yeah. Mother Lucia, why didn't you tell me anything about what has happened here? Anything. I ran into old Joseph, and what he told me left me in shock. Mother Lucia is planning something to conquer the entire world. And I locked in that laboratory. Damn, is she locked in or what? Was the one who helped her with that evil plan. Is this the world in which my Caroline will walk? I cannot allow it. Old Joseph dared me to go down into the depths beneath the laboratory, telling me I would find answers here. I returned to the laboratory only to discover that Lucia had implemented a mechanism to allow entry only to those who carry the puppet virus in their blood. I could synthesize a vaccine for the virus, but for that, I would need access to the laboratory. Damn you, Lucia. So I am infected only to get the infected once I find whatever I need to find. I mean, I guess it'd be like that sometimes. Fascinating, eh? Anything else that I can get here? I have the spark igniter or whatever. Eh? The spark ignatium. Eh? I swooped through that ladder like it was nothing. Eh? Behold my powers. Eh? It was the power of the Holy Spirit who allowed me to do that. More shotgun shells, those are lovely. Any reason on why I'm here? You know, other than getting that thing? Is my health the game? No. Oh, here we go. Gotta put this thing over here. And now that we have the thing, we can move on. Are you guys ready to ignite the fire? I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. Yippee! And ignite! Now let's go get that elevator. Gee, I sure hope no enemies will respawn. It burns, burns, burns. Mr. Burns, Mr. Burns. If you guys haven't listened to Mr. Loco Loco, you guys are missing out. What do you mean the elevator has no power? Didn't I turn the power on? Is this another bug? Please tell me it's not another bug. I'm gonna cry if it is another bug. So we have had a bug already in which if you go to the church and you find an elevator that you must absolutely, you know, use, you get soft-locked because the elevator, you know, decides to not cooperate. So that kind of sucks. I don't think there's anything else in here that I need to use or do to make that elevator work. But I can always just check. As I always say, we can only try. I wonder if the problems with the light actually stem from me not having V-Sync on. The computers are not working. I guess there was something else that I forgot to click. So let me see what I can do. And I better get that running because I did say that I was gonna finish this game today, and man oh man, if I do another stream of this, I don't know if you guys are like getting like, you know, already like you know, why are you playing this game again? So I don't want to make you guys angry. Up here we go. Just in case, let me check if there's anything else in here. I'm clicking, I'm clicking with all of my might. So, that can only mean, hopefully, that there's nothing else to do in here. So let's go see if, and only if, the elevator now has things. Should I say it before going there? I don't know. I guess it's too late for that. Something tells me something is gonna go down, so let me just say it before anything else happens. I don't wanna make any puzzle again. I don't wanna do any puzzle again. There is a difference between making and doing. Just like there's a difference between ser and estar in Spanish, right? Although we use them interchangeably sometimes. It doesn't really matter. Ooh, can I get the computers working again? Look at all those lights. Let me do a quickie chick. A cheeky quick. There we go. A cheeky quick save again. Right? A cheeky quick. There we go. And remember, girls, it is better to be a cheeky quick than a quickie chick. Whatever that means. Sorry, call an electrician because your computer room just shorted. Oh no, at around noon. You're assisting the electrician. No worries. I hope that goes well. I hope nothing bad will happen. So you get that going, so no worries. I believe it's time for the... Well, actually, no. So I'm already here. Let's go over here. Yippee, we're going places. So what can we find over here? The Black Phoenix Experiment, Nathaniel's notes. The Black Phoenix experiment has demonstrated significant progress. After obtaining a DNA sample from the Nautilus egg, the team was astonished to discover that the genetic material had remained completely intact despite the passage of time. This DNA was successfully used in inseminating the ovum, resulting in its immediate transformation into an amorphous mass that began to grow at an accelerated rate. This mass has started to take a form, developing tentacles and what can only be described as a face. Due to its rapid growth, relocation to a larger space was deemed necessary before it fully occupied the current laboratory. During transit, it was noted that the entity's tentacles had developed remarkable strength in an alarming short period of time. 3 team members were fatally crushed by its tentacles, despite the highly durable anti-radiation suits they were wearing. Stricter containment measures have been implemented to prevent a similar occurrence in the future. I trust these precautions will prove sufficient. And then everybody died. The end. There's a lot of blood in here. I don't know if I like it or not. That didn't help me at all, eh? Yeah, you said these things would help me. That didn't help me at all. The place beyond them. We must stop playing God. The entity exhibited vital signs since the start of the experiment, but nothing that suggested any level of consciousness. We believe that the eyes within the viscerocranium have remained closed since the insemination until that incident. I was reading a news article about something because the chat doesn't let me, read. About some young ladies at sea when I heard a scream coming from the laboratory. I hesitated for a moment, but I finally moved towards the source of the scream. The experiment had its eyes open, inhuman pupils fixed on Dr. Martina, causing her such intense pain that she was writhing on the ground, holding her head in her hands. I was frozen in astonishment for a mere fraction of a second. My eyes met those of the creature, and I was being plunged from my eyes to the back of my skull. It felt like it. What the thing showed me is something I cannot describe. A place beyond time and space. Somewhere so desolate that suffering takes on a meaning beyond our comprehension. A blackout plunged the laboratory into complete darkness and severed the thing's grasp on my mind. Dr. Martina had 2 other accidents since then, and the subject case had taken their own lives. Oh, they were found dead in their cabins. The team feared the same for me, though I was only taken for a fraction of a second. I'm being administered sedatives and I am under control, under constant monitoring. I have not been able to sleep for days. Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny. I say that place again, Silent Hill. Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so distressed. So goes the song, eh? Subject containment. Can either go there or go here. I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna be finishing this game today, eh? Not because I don't want to, but because I don't really have, you know, that much time. If we can finish it within the hour, then... Well, actually, no. If we can finish it within, in you know, half an hour, then we're gonna be golden. The system is not yet powered on. Can I go there and power it on myself? The structure is not yet installed. The piston do not pist anymore. So I take it if I go down, I'm gonna die. I don't know, we will see. So we do have some more shotgun shells, but that's just about it. So I gotta bring power here, and I also gotta get that thing going. What an abomination! Is it alive? I don't know, go ask him. The system is ready. Well, that thing is now conscious. Go get that thing, go to the go to the go, get the thing, go to the go. Gotta get the thing, Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Gotta get the boom, boom, boom. Gotta get the boom, boom. Okay, I may need to use something here. I wonder what, because I don't have the thing. So that thing is gonna have to suffer for the rest of the time. I'm not here. So let's go do that. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't mind, you know. Let's go here. Okay, now that we know that we need something there, let us go to the basement. Maybe we can find something good. Basement time. Like the basement in Resident Evil, eh? I wonder what else I can find over here. There's meant to be a ton of stuff, but I don't know if there's gonna be like a ton of enemies. There, however, seems to be a ton of sounds. Though. The incinerator. I love incinerators. I sure hope that I won't die a painful death. Look at this dude. Oh man, what even is that? Is that thing even alive? I don't think it is alive. I don't want to figure that out though. I don't want to be the one who actually figures that out. Laboratory access key. Well, I'm glad that I got that in the end. Watch that thing move, eh? That actually scared me a little bit, eh? Ow. But just a little bit, eh? You gotta expect the unexpected, so that doesn't count, eh? Yippee, we did it, eh? We killed the system, eh? Oh, it's just a toy, an ugly toy. It comes with a toy, I like that. I want a number 4, number 6. Can I fall down, eh? I hope not. Shoot the gown bullets. Well, now that I have this, Porcus access key. I imagine that once I put that into work, the Nautilus thing is actually like gonna die. So let's check that out. I also gotta see if there's anything else in the other place. A game of survival. XD. So if this is where the thingy is, what's over here? It says do not enter, but you cannot tell me what to do. Uh-oh. Something tells me I should not have gone here. I'm gonna go back up. I don't wanna investigate this place just yet. So let me go and use the the thingy I needed to use on the thingy. I don't want to prolong its pain any further. There we go. I have a crowbar. So, you know what that means, I'm invincible. So here we go. So let's go back to the second floor. Everybody get on the floor. Everybody come on, come on. And if I remember correctly, the thing that we needed to find was over here. Rotunda corredor. It is very rotund. Have I been here? It definitely felt like I was here before. Oh, this is reminding me a lot of Silent Hill 4. Subject containment, there we go. Oh, actually, I didn't need to go down. I only needed to go up. I mean, as long as that thing is actually, like, still doing the thing. It's still writing in pain as we speak. I don't think it is anymore, so let me go try that again. Oh no, it is indeed writing in pain. Are you guys ready for everything and anything? And here we go. This item cannot be used here. What exactly do you want me to use? I need to use something here. I mean, I'm kind of glad that the game is not, you know, just holding your hand and being like, oh, I might need this item here, because there's no reason on why I would know that I would need something or what exactly I need. So this is not the item that I need to use. Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna go on the third thingy. And then and only then I can see what's up. Also, there's another place in the rotunda that I can go to. Or the rotunda, not the rotunda, but the rotunda. It's locked. Well, here you go. Fascinating. I wonder if there's anything else in here. I mean, since it is at Rotonda, I can just go from place to place. Containment ward. What are they containing here? Their excitement? Because wow, I cannot contain my excitement. I need to find something to put in here. Yeah, we are definitely not finishing this game today, everybody. But you know, that only makes it more fun, I guess. The elevator is already in this floor. I gotta go down, I guess. Look at these fishes. Look at this guy. This guy looks like Popeye. Popeye the Sailor Man. Beep beep boop boop beep beep up. A large fetus of some kind of beast is contained in an incubation chamber. Don't tell me it's just gonna, like, you know, break out from its place. It might. These capsules contain terrible monsters. They are in a state of considerable mutation. What a monster! I can't believe this. What the hell is going on in this place? Hello? Syringe empty. Wow, I'm sure none of them is gonna, you know, go out of their test tubes. I think, hopefully. Do you guys not have anything here? I don't think. Nothing is in here is actually like interactable. I'm just trying to check twice. So here I am checking the places, And nothing here, nothing there, nothing everywhere. Well, we got the syringe, so that is pretty good. I imagine that syringe is gonna help us with the black blood. Oh, some of them are gonna just appear over here. Check this out. And I called it. I don't think I need to do... Oh, hello. I need to kill them because I need to go here again. There you go. So these are the fetuses that we were trying to, like, get rid of. Interesting. Well, we killed them, so that is pretty good. Yippee! Unless one of them actually, like, you know, comes here. Well, I'm glad it didn't. So we now gotta find the tape that goes in here. I have a chainsaw and I won't... Hello. Ah, whoa, 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 whoa. Well, now that you insist. There you go. You know, I'm just glad that this works, you know? This plan always works. Just one of these, one of those, and then one of the other. As long as that's the only one who's gonna, like, revive, I'm gonna be fine. Laboratory, everybody. Oh, this looks like Resident Evil Remake. That's so lovely. I love this camera angle. That is a very welcoming camera angle. I like it. I like it. Kudos to whoever, like, did that camera angle. Looks very cinematic. Let's see, what else can I find here? There doesn't seem to be anything of use. Let's check out the computer. Has nothing. You know, even though we're in 2014 or 2018, they still have computers like this. Well, I mean, I guess it's the old reliable computer, you know. Nails, thank you. I'm gonna be needing them, it seems. Water, we have a water. What else can I find? Mother Lucia's diaries, the final fragment. The final fragment remains lost. We must find it as soon as possible. Time is running out. We must lure it to us with a soul so tormented. A soul so tormented that the fragment can sense it from far away. It will take refuge in its body and feed on its pain. I have discovered the perfect bait. It was a bait, bro. Juan, the night guard at the processing plant, loves his daughter more than anything else in this world. It is a pure and powerful love, unlike anything I have ever seen. If I can transform his love into pain and guilt, the fragment will come to us. Man. Oh, I got an achievement. I found all of the things. VHS tape, the laboratory. Fascinating. What else is in here? Nothing, just a toilet. This looks like a nice toilet then. So let's see. I gotta check if the steps that I hear are the steps that I'm making. It looks like this capsule was used recently. I mean, that's where I actually like came out from it, I think. Or whatever was inside in here. Maybe it is lurking around. But yeah, sure, now that we have the VHS tape. Oh, could it be? Wait, hold on. Could it be that now that we have the VHS tape, we can go back and get the black blood from us in the past? Maybe? I don't know. It could be a thing that we may be able to do, I don't know. So let's give that thing a go. This camera angle looks so lovely. Rotunda corridor. Well, let's give that a go. Was there anything in here now that the thing actually like moved? No. I was afraid that was the case. You know, in hindsight, it was a nice thing that we killed the guys that, you know, were lurking around in here. Here we go. VHS tape on. At first, these things look like way smaller than they you know, that they seem, but you know, a whole VHS tape can actually be inserted in here. So that is pretty good. I'm gonna take you back to the past. I wonder if I can liberate the guy that's over here. Just let me check. Something was shining. Sister Angelica notepad, baking stupid cakes. Today is Caroline's birthday. I made her a cake. Well, I was attempting to make her a cake. Baking was never my specialty, and it's far more difficult to put something together for a birthday cake with live instruments and the light and everything. So the light headness brought on my working on a confinement metal suit that day and the day out. So now that we think about it, it's actually like something that, you know, may have happened, what, 14 years ago? So if it is something that did indeed happen 14 years ago, this means that both Caroline and the other girl, I don't remember her name, are around the same age, which is what, 26 years. As far as I remember, the other girl was like 12 years old. So maybe she is around 26 years old. I do not remember. What was the other thing? But instead, no, that's the puppet. What's the one with the birthday? There we go. Baking, yeah, baking was never my specialty, and it's far more difficult to put together a birthday cake with lab instruments and the lightheadedness brought on my working in a confinement metal suit day in day out. It's been 7 years since I began the mission Mother Lucia gave me. Talking to Caroline always brings me relief, even if she cannot, respond. What was I thinking? I should be focusing on fulfilling my sacred mission, not baking stupid cakes for some test subject. I mean, that's something that Signalis used to do. If you guys remember, in Signalis you're basically the android that's, serving as accompaniment for like somebody working there. And they became, a couple. So I guess there's nothing wrong with just, actually getting attached with something. Or somebody. There I am. Or I guess what's, of me. Project Cryos. Let me get my syringe. Also, I guess nudity alert, I guess. This setting cannot be used here. I might need to use something here, but what? Do I need to take the cap off? I don't think I do. So yeah, back in the day, and by back in the day I mean in the first Tormented Souls, there was also some nudity, but it's just like upper nudity, so there's not, there's not too much to do. I don't think I need to use this. This item cannot be used here. Then what is it that I need to do? Metal syringe with a hypodermic needle. Can I not need to put it here? Can I not need to use it here? And if not, then where do I need to use this? So yeah, that's me. Well, that's us technically. So if I don't need to use the needle here, then exactly where do I need to use it? I certainly do not remember if there was anything more that we need to inspect. That may, that may require us to use the needle. Do you guys remember anything like that? I certainly do not. I mean, I guess in order to make the stream, go forward, I could just check it out. Filled syringe. Obtain the syringe, yeah. Then add it to the empty slot on the right of the mutation subject. Where exactly? Subject containment to fill it with liquid. Subject containment. Oh, I think I know where it is. Yeah. So maybe that was the thing that we need to use on the Nautilus thingy. So let me get that going. And I believe that is on the second floor. Are we in the third floor? I believe we are in the third floor. So the second floor is gonna be cross over here. I guess I should have given you guys a warning. I don't know if you guys will be like, oh man, I just saw like somebody naked. So if that actually is like, too disturbing for y'all, then sumi masorre, as people often say. Let me get that guy going, and then let me get this on. I was not expecting like any of these guys to actually like come back alive again. But as Dr. Igor Robotnik used to say, you gotta expect the unexpected, so it is fine. Oh, it's actually like we are actually right here. Well, that's pretty lovely. We love to see it, so that way we do not get to backtrack quite a lot. So there we go. Time to put on the syringe on the thing. I mean, I should have actually like noticed that from the beginning. There we go. We have the black blood now. Syringe field. That thing is gonna be writhing, you know, for the entirety of the next couple of hours. I don't know if that thing is alive. I don't know if it is conscious. I don't know if it is, you know, anything that requires you to be in that state. It is definitely, you know, not living. So it may be alive, but it is definitely not living. As you know, so many people may also be. So that's the social commentary of the stream. So if you like that, then hit that like button and subscribe, I guess. You know how irony tends to be sometimes. It do be like that. This is not the place in which I need to go. It is around the other place. Let me reload everything that I may need. I know that we do need them weapons. Recharge and fully ready to go. So here we go. Time to go back to the past. Be ready again. You guys are gonna see Booba. So here we go. Try to put the black blood. Wait, if I put the black blood, does it mean that I'm gonna be... Hello, Yeah, that's you. Well, that's me, I guess. I'm fine again. I'm just glad that I didn't die. And now we are away from any kind of danger. Yippee! Okay, what now? I know that is a very easy thing to say, but what now? I do wonder if actually injecting the black blood on me in the past would make it so that my health was gonna be regenerated. I really don't know. But that begs the question, what now? Do I need to go to the second floor? Do I need to go here? What is it that I need to do? I don't know, man. That's actually one thing that actually makes me be very cautious about the future. I'm gonna go meet and greet the guy again just to see what's up. But yeah, now that I have the black blood, what can I do now? Is it alive? I don't know, but it's writhing in pain. As it is many people in the real world. What are your thoughts about the game so far? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? Let me know. Just as a heads up, you know, whenever I get to upload the VOD for this, I'm not gonna censor it, you know. It would be too silly to, you know, for my video to go down just because of Booba. It is in the context of the game, so it shouldn't be too much of a worrying thing. But yeah, this begs the question, where do I need to go now? I don't know. Elevator passage. Something may happen. Something will definitely happen now that I'm here. I don't hear the enemy coming. That is good. I'm gonna go back to the first floor and then I'm gonna save. So hopefully something good will happen. And if I remember correctly, the save point was over here, maybe. Maybe yes, maybe not, I don't know. What time is it? We can still technically go for half an hour, but I'm gonna take this save as a precautionary save. Because I really don't know if anything else is gonna go down. Oh. Let us check. Let us give it a go. Here we go. Also, I gotta drink some water. I'm glad that I do have enough enough everything and anything, eh? I thought that she was gonna do a commentary on whether, you know, she saw herself in the past and, you know, she got injected the black blood. But no. Well, I mean, since now we technically have the vaccine. Yeah, Mother Lucia cannot, you know, cannot do anything to us. I'm gonna go down back to the third floor, and hopefully something good will happen. So place your bets, everybody. My prediction is that the final boss is just gonna be either a giant thing with tentacles or a big shark with tentacles there. I don't know. I believe it's gonna be an amalgam of many things. Hello. I hear things. I don't know if I like the things that I'm hearing, but I'm definitely hearing things. Oh, hi. Oh, the range on this guy. Could you like come in any closer? There you go. I just hope that it is just one of them and not two of them. There we go. It kind of looked like two of them for a second, but I'm glad that that was not the case. So yeah, I saved my highest caliber ammunition for the end, so that's fine. I think I heard another one. Oh, hi. Look at this dude. There we go. And... welcome to Argentina, eh? If anything goes well, or if everything goes well, I'm definitely gonna be using this, you know, that weapon for the final boss battle. Look at me going down. Man, I fear that we will not be able to finish this game, you know, in time, and that kind of sucks. Plus, I do feel like I have time enough to do anything. Well, not anything, but something that I do need to do. Something will go down, definitely. This looks like the definite definition, eh? Of last boss, you know, last boss site. Therein lies the point of no return. Ancient temple. This kind of looks like Resident Evil 0 now that I think about it, so that is pretty good. Hold on a little bit, I gotta do something, so BRB.
Scrap wants four. Scrap wants four. Who wants the hot four? Five wants four.
Check me out, y'all.
Nine a winner. Got a hot hand.
Okay, I'm back, everybody. I think it's gonna be a good idea to just leave this for another time. I know that it is, you know, it is kind of like a teaser because we're really close to the end of the game, and it sucks that we cannot, you know, do the end of the game. I do not have that much time on my hands right now because work is calling to me. So get this, we're gonna absolutely finish this on Sunday, and then and only then we can, you know, then and only then we can start a new game. The new game is still gonna be a mystery, but I'm just gonna leave this for today, and we're gonna finish this on Sunday. So I know that I said that, you know, we were gonna be finishing this today, but you know, it got a little bit more longer than what I was anticipating. So sorry about that. So yeah, next Sunday, well, I mean this Sunday fun day, we're gonna be finishing this, so don't you worry. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I do have things to do, so apologies for that. And yeah, I'm gonna be finishing this next stream. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you guys had a lovely time. But don't go yet. Let me see who I can rate so that we can have a lovely day. So do not go yet. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you guys had a lovely time. Let us rate Connie. Connie is actually she's not playing anything just yet. She's just streaming, but I'm sure that she's gonna do something cool. But yeah, don't go yet. Let us go say hi to Connie. Cool. There we go. She's actually doing a top 10 animes of all time list or something like that. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I know that, yeah, we don't have that much left of the game, but as I said, I'm gonna be finishing this on Sunday. So yeah, I gotta go because I have things to do. But thank you so much, everybody. I'm gonna be seeing you guys on Sunday. Twitch.tv/Konga_Donga. Those are my links. And the tip of the day is come back on Sunday because the next game that I'm gonna be streaming is gonna be really good. It's gonna be very mouth-watering, as people may often say. And the keyword there is, you know, water. So if you guys are wondering what game I'm gonna be streaming next, then, you know, come back on Sunday. Next Sunday. Well, this Sunday, same hour. Well, have a lovely day, everybody. And I'm gonna see you guys on Sunday. Join the Discord just to see, and you know, when the stream is gonna happen. And you know, you already know the drill. Well, bye everybody. Say hello to Kaniku. I'm gonna see you guys on Sunday. Bye.